we need to make more slave films. Now, this is a controversial take that a lot of time gets me into heated discussions with a lot of fellow black filmmakers. But let me explain my viewpoint. I feel we have not really had enough slave films in comparison to how long that particular period and how significant it is to history over the past 500 years. I feel that Hollywood, don't even get me started on the British film industry, but I'm going to concentrate on Hollywood, has not really told the stories of those people who've endured that particular time period in a adequate manner, in my opinion. If we compare it to a similar human rights atrocity like the Holocaust, you see those films come out every single year. We've had great films in the past few years like Nuremberg, Zone of Interest, and etc. But I have checked ChatGPT and they said the last kind of like quote unquote major Hollywood slave film was Harriet that came out in 2019. And really and truly, there is abundance of stories that can be told from this time period. Now, I know what people might be tired of, which I can completely understand, which is a particular way that these stories are told. Instead of trying to kind of highlight triumphant, interesting stories from this particular time period, we do sometimes end up producing a lot of trauma porn, which I understand turns a lot of people off. But there's stories here that can even be done in interesting ways. For example, there's a person called Robert Smalls who has yet been able to have a major Hollywood film made about him, even though his story warrants one. His story is about him during the American Civil War stealing a Confederate ship, and without even knowing how to basically drive a ship. Is it drive or sail? Guys, tell me in my comments. I'm not really a ship person. I'm not sure. But without knowing how to navigate with a ship, he was able to get it across enemy lines and into the Union. Now, this film can be told in a traditional heist way. What I'm trying to say here is like, I understand where, especially with us as black filmmakers, we sometimes live in a world of scarcity, where there's a scarcity of opportunities for films to get made, where you feel when one type of film is released, that means that stopped another type of film from getting made.